This is just ginormous, man. Like, how am I supposed to fit 24? Now, we had to do it 12 by 12. All my systems work like this now. I don't want to be belt bottlenecked. I wanted to be able these inserters to go at max production. So technically, we could not support 100% throughput for max saturation belts, if that makes any sense. Another thing that I utilized, which I think is really cool, is the drone network for very expensive items. Train system that I got on a circuit network so that everything just works automatically. We only got one train doing it, and it only goes to bases that need uranium, which is amazing. Should I stream these? Because it is kind of boring to play Factorio while streaming, but... All right, hello, my name is Mr. Wise Guy. Welcome to Factorio. Yes, it's the game. It's the game I finally decided to play. I haven't played this. I mean, I've played this on my off time, but never on a video. But now I'm gonna do it because editing skills have been increased, and so I'm gonna catch you up to speed on this playthrough that I've been playing, and then maybe we might do. Actually, no, I won't even say it. I won't even say it because there could be something else that could come up within this episode. I might want to do it, I might not. So just giving future me an out. But mostly the big thing that I just came up with right now for this channel is that I'm going to start doing more of the older games. I have not forgotten about Dead Space Remake. I know I did a bunch of those a while back and I stopped. I'm going to get back on it. I still have the save. It's still in the drive there. I just haven't gotten to play it. I've been focusing a lot on the other channel. But now I'm going to give this channel some love. So remember to like and subscribe, and comments are great too. Thank you very much. And let's just get right into it. And we're going to put myself over here because you don't need to see the map yet. What you need to see is what's going on right now. I should probably turn the... Yeah. All right, so we're going to start from where I started, basically. So here we go. We got... crashed ship that I did not want to destroy. So we got this old base, old factory. It's doing its thing. I made bullets. I made a little bit of a bus. It was kind of, it wasn't really working out, but I made a new, like this was like the first smelting location. Ignore this oil location. This oil is not technically a part of the first base, but we got trains. Let's just say that. Got our first circuit boards, making science. We had our first little oil that I made. Not big oil, little oil. So we got this coal, copper. Actually, technically this copper is being used by the outsourced base. But we have this iron just sitting here and this coal just sitting here. And I kind of want to destroy everything and turn it into a multi... Because you see how close these things are, right? And you see how this thing can will end up producing iron and coal. I mean, iron and copper at the same time. So I'm going to exploit that and be able to just mine everything. But it's going to go into like a whole separating belt balancing system. It's going to be cool. It's going to be great. Same with the coal. Everything's going to be mixed together. It's going to be a sushi belt is what you basically call it. Basically, if the belt isn't just one single item on it and there's multiple items, like this could be like somewhat of a sushi belt, or sushi. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But let's go to the second base that I had to make, which is this is the beginning of the bus of the second base that I had to make. And as you can see, we're making a lot more stuff. But as you can also see, there's not a lot of items being moved here, but we'll get to that in a moment. The nice thing about the interesting part about the beginning of this first base versus the second base is that the first base is not being utilized whatsoever at all. The second base is technically still being utilized. I actually deleted the power source for the first base because there was no point of just wasting coal there. And I made a nice little buffer with gears because gears was needed. And this was a big help in the beginning. I ended up just speed running to the electric furnace before ever using any of the other things. But now, I gotta show you these. These are lifesaver. Let's see, where are they? These belt balancers. You need them. you have to use these. These things are amazing. I love them so much. I only use the 12 to 12 because 24 is just this is just ginormous, man. Like, how am I supposed to fit 24? Now, we had to do it 12 by 12. All my systems work like this now. But basically, I didn't want to be inserter, like, bottlenecked. So now we're basically like I don't want to be belt bottlenecked. I wanted to be able these inserters to go at max production. So technically, we could not support 100% throughput for max saturation belts, if that makes any sense. If we were to like do this, because these things don't actually like max out the belt. If it were just to here, I'll show you. So there's little gaps in between the max flow rate of this belt, which basically means that I can't use 100% utilization of this entire system, but I'm never going to be using 100% of 12 belts. Maybe until well, we'll get to that into the next part. Maybe until now, but we'll see. So this is a mass power plant, and the reason why I don't delete this mass power plant, this is the main reason why I have fuel for trains, and I need trains. So I let this thing run. It uses up the solid fuel from this location up here. We have a little oil let's say medium oil, little oil, and we also have some oil coming from the third base, but we'll get to the third base after this. Now we're gonna show you. Right now, I don't want to say the final base. Actually, it's the final base part 1. And it's a little bit of a hike because yeah, let me fix that real quick. There we go. Nice. All right, well, we don't even need this anymore. But here is big oil. Big alternate heavy oil. This is basically mega oil because we got speed modules. Yes, we were making speed modules. A lot of plastic is being consumed in this base. And I actually have an even ratio of heavy oil to light oil, and then light oil to petroleum gas. So this is a petroleum gas like plant that's heavily controlled by the logistics network that I've planned out perfectly, so nothing gets overflowed and nothing is not being underflowed. And then we have this system that overproduces on heavy oil. So far, I haven't ran into any issues with the amount of petroleum that I've been consuming. Then we got the lubricant system, which is very self-explanatory. We got sulfur being made, sulfur being made, then turned into sulfuric acid, and then that's pumped up to, well, multiple places. Where are you going? Sulfuric acid. Oh yeah, for batteries. We need a bunch of batteries because this entire base, as you can see, we're running into massive belts of iron, copper, and oh, look at that. Even let's just say we got a big base over here. We got a big base. Every single blueprint that I've made except for the belt balancers are made by me, like my creations. The only thing that I had to do is, actually no, I think I did that on my own. I did the ratios on my own by calculating how many parts I need for each thing. Yeah, I ran into some issues with making the green ones. I overestimated how much I needed for this. And then with reds, I've underestimated how much I needed for this. But everything is based upon a tier 3 max 45 per second items on this belt maximum. So this system makes a maximum can saturate 1 blue belt with red circuits, and the same with greens. But blues is only half because it takes twice as many red circuits to get. Well, you know what? The math just works out that way. I won't bore you with the math. I'll do that. Oh yeah, also, let me know. Should I stream these? Because it is kind of boring to play Factorio while streaming, but if you like streaming and you want me to do that, I mean, I'm perfectly set up for that. Like this whole system that I have right here, like all the moving of the windows and everything like that, my camera, that's all like on screen right now. There's no editing whatsoever going on right here. But let me know if I should do that. But anyways, now that we have this rundown, I'm going to show you. Oh yeah, well, as you could, for any veteran of the game, you can obviously see that these things are Spidertrons, and I have a lot of them. This one is empty for any new pairing system that I want to do. But basically, we're going to zoom out now and look at the entire map. So this whole one unit that's surrounded by rails, kind of, right? Spaghettified. Everything just works. So we were down here in the oil, and we had a little bit of steel being shown, but I completely just ignored it. And then all of this iron ore is coming from these dual mass belts of just iron. And we are using a lot of iron. The reason why we're using this much iron is because I want the throughput to be very, very freaking high, basically. And we have the same thing with copper. Like copper was needed. Copper was definitely needed to supply all of these circuits so we can have basically at the end of it a bus, a massive bus. And I wanted to be able to do things basically as fast as possible. We initially started with a bunch of just like greens, some dedicated routes to making circuits. I mean, making gears. And then it kind of just devolved with extra stuff being thrown in to make other stuff. And another thing that I utilized, which I think is really cool, is the drone network for very expensive items. So these don't go on a bus, but certain things need it, but not everything. We also have these are basically supply trains, and I have my own uranium fuel train system that I got on a circuit network so that everything just works automatically. We only got one train doing it, and it only goes to bases that need uranium, which is amazing. Same setup as this uranium fuel, uranium bullets, and these fixer things, because certain places will need them. Because we outsource, if I go back to the map and I zoom out even more, as you can see, we got a little bit of a base over here. This is the secondary base. The first base is right here, microscopic. We got solar and batteries over here. This is where all of our nuclear, this is energy right here, all nuclear. I had to change this is my first design, which looks kind of cool, but the length of these things make it so that over here basically stops getting as not too hot. So I had to change the way that it was, made everything a lot closer. And that is basically the rundown of the base. So next thing that I want to do, we got basically a final base mall that makes everything. Also, we also have spider drones. Now, let's see, where is this spider drone? All the way over here? Oh, yes. This is the perfect one. So these little things, I can control them on the map with a remote control, and they basically build whatever I need to build, and they are supplied automatically when they come all the way over here. Why I have them all and some roboports. I should make a buffer location right here with a bunch of buffer chests collecting certain items, but everything is so close together, like over here, like it may have to come over here to get some stuff, but when it comes right here, everything is basically in reach that most things that would need it. And we got some stuff over here for making new robots. Like we have a spider making facility that automatically makes more spiders, so I don't have to do any of that. So the reason that this place looks very artificially generated and is not complete yet, I've made a dedicated place for making landfill, and that, well, it does what it does, like what it says. It's landfill. It'll replace the water tiles and turn them into land, this stuff, dirt. We need that stuff. There we go. Like I said, it just puts everything back into all these robots automatically. I just love it. This is why I like making them all, man. And then the excess like items will get taken out and thrown into storage or whatever, and then it'll take from storage first before anything else, which is great. I actually really like that. So what I'm thinking of, so the reason why I'm using all this landfill over here is because this is going to be the basically the new as you can see, we have science down here, but we don't have white science. I think the only science that we don't have down here is the white science. We got the green, the blue, the gun, the military science, the science, or chemical science actually, production science, and high-tech science, but we don't have space science from a rocket because we haven't actually finished the game yet. We haven't launched a rocket yet, and I've been waiting to do that because I want to make like a legit base. So I want to make a legit science only like facilitated base for that type of stuff. So the way that we have this base situated is that we surrounded it with rails, and then we would output like we'll have like certain like coal drops here, this drop, like things will drop on the edges, and then we'll just build within the entire thing. So what this is going to be is basically, and we have defenses. These defenses are freaking awesome, and as you can see, this is why we needed uranium just randomly, like just outposted here, which is nice. And I like my outpost like base modification system that I have here, where I can just output a ton of stuff. And then we also have like oil for basically flamethrower fuel. Cool, good stuff. Everything is being, oh, here, I'll show you. Everything's connected here with one logistic network. My end goal is to get this to at least to maybe where the top part of this island is. And then as far as, I guess, right here, because I don't want to connect to islands that have nests on them. No, thank you. I don't need this place to be exposed by creatures that delete me. And then I think what I'm going to do with the railing system is kind of like how I did with the first system, what I was getting at with the, let me turn this off because you can't see anything. The rails going around like in a big box, basically. I like that. And that's kind of, this has got it going up straight, which I think I might keep and have a dedicated location for drop zones, and then we'll expand basically left to right. That's what I think I'm gonna do. So let me finish the landfill. I'm also gonna finish the actually no, I think that's gonna be it for the rest of this video. Yeah, that's it. That's the plan for the next video. That's what I said. That's what I meant to say, actually. I wasn't actually gonna do it now. Well, if you thought that, then I'm sorry for leading you on like that. I'll just take responsibility for that one. But yeah, remember to like and subscribe and comment too. Thank you very much. And yes, what do you guys think? Should I stream these? Should I not? This game is cool. This game is fun. I am way more productive playing this game when I'm actually recording it than not recording it. So I might want to be able to do that more. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Like, comments are great too. Like, that's an under exaggeration. It's great. I'd rather you comment than like the video. Come on, do it, please, down below. You can do it, easy. Just one character is good enough for me, you know? It's good enough for me. Just hit the submit button. But there has to be at least one character in there. Or YouTube won't actually like submit it because YouTube can't submit non-characters. But yeah, thanks for watching.